I am Eva. Welcome to my channel. I am an artist, songwriter, singer, and also energy healer and spiritual mentor, light language channel, many things. So today I felt guided as the snow is falling here in Norway to talk about your role in the ascension, because we are creating new earth together. So every single person is really important. We are all connected to the human consciousness cloud, to that collective consciousness, and also you incarnated here with stuff to do. So whenever you follow your excitement, whenever you do what excites you, you are actually making it easier for other people to do the same, but it also makes you feel better, which makes you vibrate higher, which makes the ascension happen smoother, if that makes sense. Whenever you follow your excitement, you're listening to your soul. And also you're making it easier for other humans to do the same, because we're all impacted by what each other does. What we all do impacts each other. So the more people are happy, the more people work through their trauma, their ancestral trauma, their past life trauma, their inner child stuff, the easier it is for other people to do the same, because it becomes this momentum and it becomes easier for other humans to kind of download that pattern into their consciousness. So you can see this actually in collective meditations and how that drops the global crime rate. They have done studies on this, so I invite you to Google that. My point is that you matter. So what you do matters. I'm not saying that in any way to cause any shame or guilt or any triggers. Of course not. I'm just saying that that's another program in society, is to get people to think that what they do doesn't matter, that one person doesn't matter. But the thing is, every single human matters. And when you take the time to do what excites you, that could be going for a walk, that could be to paint, that could be to write a song, that could be hanging out with your child, it could be baking a cake, it could be anything. Whatever you need, whatever your soul needs, you are making it easier for other people, and you're raising your vibration. So that means the ascension happens quicker, with more ease, if that makes sense. And that's amazing. So the more you commit to yourself, you commit to self-love, radical self-love, radical self-acceptance, radical self-appreciation, and you commit to that every day. And of course, some days, speaking from experience, it's easier than other days, and some days is harder than other days, but we just do our best. We show up for ourselves, because we can't give from an empty cup. Another thing I'd like for you to keep in mind is that there is a light grid. So a lot of us are grid workers. So basically we are activating the grids. We are helping the planet ascend in that way, because we are these higher dimensional beings that are temporarily having human experiences. But it's also really important to remember that your human perspective really matters in your life choices. I don't know why, but for some reason that is coming up right now for me to share. That's something I and also my friends, we talk about sometimes, is that we have spirit guides and we can listen to pick a card readings, we can work with psychics and whatever. But the most important thing is that you make your decisions from your inner knowing, and that we don't externalize our power, and that we radically decide to put our intuition, our inner knowing first. So that's another important thing, is that we keep choosing the thing that excites us, even when it makes our family and friends uncomfortable. Because the thing is, our family, friends, society, they love to put people in boxes a lot of the time, like our egos, right? So if someone's been a carpenter their whole life, and let's say they've been making $50,000 a year, euros, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But then if that person now goes, I'm going to start an e-commerce company, and they become a multimillionaire, or they now decide to become a Buddhist monk or whatever, that's going to trigger the egos of the friends and family, right? So basically, my point is that you just gotta keep doing what feels right for you, even if it makes people around you uncomfortable. Because whenever you change, it will make people's egos uncomfortable. So we are going through a massive shift in consciousness here on planet Earth, and it will sometimes probably feel a little bit uncomfortable. So something that also happens a lot is, let's say someone has been doing the same thing every day for the past 10 years, kind of on autopilot. That happens a lot, you know? Just watch the movie The Matrix. You know? Anyways, and then suddenly they feel all the light coming in. Like, you can just check out the Schumann resonance, or their soul kind of like wakes up, whatever, from like a slumber. Because the thing is, if we do the same thing and we kind of don't follow our intuition, we don't follow our soul's inner knowing, I kind of see it as the soul kind of falls asleep a little bit, you know? But then the soul like wakes up, right? We have a spiritual awakening. And that can cause a lot of discomfort, because all of a sudden we're doing all these new things. For example, for me, when I was 18 or 19, I was really sad. I was real sad because I didn't really understand like what was going on with the world, with consciousness. I was studying nutrition at the time in Oslo, and I was just feeling a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. But then I researched happiness, and I saw that there are loads of studies that shows that mindfulness and meditation makes you happier. So basically what I ended up doing was that I started meditating, and then I started working with crystals, and I didn't believe in crystals at first. I was like, what are these rocks? They're just rocks, you know? But now I have so many crystals because I can feel how they all affect my consciousness differently when I work with them, which is super fun. Obviously not externalizing my power into crystals, but they help me access things that I already have in my consciousness. So I had the spiritual awakening. I ended up studying music instead. I dropped out of nutrition uni, and I moved abroad. And I started meditating more and more, and I got more into yoga and all kinds of things, basically. And yeah, it really changed my life. So here we are today. Many years later, and my life's completely different. I feel so happy. Like, it's like ridiculous, like the amount of happiness I feel now in comparison to when I was 18. Yeah, I'm so happy, like so happy, because the thing is, like, happiness is an inside job, and I also kind of fell victim to the societal programming that outside things are gonna make me happy. But the thing is, they don't. What makes us happy is following our soul's mission. It is feeling fulfilled, you know? And I personally equate that with doing what we came here to the planet to do, if that makes sense. So something that makes Sarah happy might not make Linda happy, might not make me happy. So I have to follow my own inner compass, like you have to follow your own inner compass. Let's now circle back to your impact on the awakening. You're so important. You are so important, and the more you choose to fully radically love yourself and go into states that make you happy, for example, peace, tranquility, joy, freedom, sovereignty, the more positively you kind of affect the awakening, because we are creating momentum now. We are creating momentum. So basically the old paradigm is struggle, hustle, you know, lack, scarcity, feeling crap, listening to the system, fitting into boxes. New paradigm, you know? We're anchoring in higher states of consciousness, sovereignty, freedom, joy, peace, abundance, prosperity, wealth, creativity, you know? And yeah, so the more you do your inner self-healing journey, you know, I personally believe that we're all on a healing journey. Like, even though I am a professional healer and spiritual mentor, you know, I'm still on a healing journey, because we go through these systems, you know, while we are here on earth, like the school system telling us making mistakes is bad, you know, but that's how we learn, isn't it? And telling us to fit into boxes, telling us to look like this, to be like that, blah, 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 you know? And it can be quite traumatizing, especially if you consider yourself a sensitive person, a starseed, a lightworker. You know, so then we have to work through that, plus we have ancestral trauma, plus we have inner child wounding. You know, there's just so much. And like past life healing. My point is, you matter. I think that's my main message of this video, is that you matter. And every person's journey is different. And if you suddenly get super excited by the thought of baking a cake, or learning how to build houses, or whatever it is, please consider following your excitement, because it's how your soul speaks to you, okay? I'm not saying to throw everything in the bin, like if one is in a job one doesn't like. I'm not saying that. I actually talk to a lot of my clients about vibrating out of situations that we don't like. Like, for example, if someone is working somewhere they don't necessarily like working, the more they feel gratitude for that job, even though they don't like it, the faster they'll vibrate out of it. I've seen that with my clients. It's so trippy and so cool that you can vibrate out of situations. So the more you prioritize the feelings and frequencies of what you want to manifest, for example, happiness, sovereignty, peace, freedom, joy, abundance, wealth, whatever, the more you can anchor in those frequencies as much as possible and rewrite your belief system so that you feel worthy of your dream life, the faster you like quantum leap into your dream life, which is super cool. Super cool. So yeah. That is what I have to say about that, and I send you so much love. You're amazing. I'm going to start doing events soon. I'm right now building a website, actually, which is super exciting. If you want to work with me one-to-one, I have an amazing mentorship called Activate Your Divine Power, and I have loads of testimonials from wonderful clients, and I also have quite a few testimonials that I'm in the process of editing, because yeah, I'm just doing them one at a time. But yeah, if that excites you, if it excites you, if my energy resonates with you, maybe that is your soul saying it would excite you and be good for you to work with me. I help people manifest their dream lives. I do a lot of things, like I help teach people about manifestation, about magic / witchcraft, and tapping into your creativity and aligning to full sovereignty, feeling your emotions. Also work a lot with empaths and talk about boundaries a lot with my clients and help them align to love, wealth, joy, abundance, prosperity, freedom, whatever it is their dream life feels like, looks like, and help them manifest that, which of course looks very different from person to person, but that's something I do. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and write a comment down below. How did you resonate with my messages channeled through today? And I wish you the most beautiful rest of the day. This is being created on the new moon, actually, which is super exciting. Love the new moon, a great time to plant seeds, get clarity on what it is we want to create and bring forth. Yeah, love you so much. Bye.